per centimeter /pages /c per meter.
There we go. That's a bit better.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely...
Hey guys, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Remember to have a good day. https://www.youtube.com/channel/CHANNEL/UCTBNQH9K67F0978PWFXX GA/JOINI. If you would like to become a member of the channel, click the link above. Hey guys, if you wanna support the channel, you can now become members of the Coming channel. You can also leave a super chat if you owe.
Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. A newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today. Local gossip, all of it uninteresting. Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming. I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here! Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
Any breaking news today?
The dock accident. It's the talk of the town.
Yes, yes. Besides the tripe on the front page, anything about burglaries?
I'm not sure, sir.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson?
Sure, now I can take the day off.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises. Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings.
Here we go.
From that, Mr. Holmes, murder? Yes, Barnes
Get
has
the
his
Strand!
quirks, but he
Get
also
your
has
copy
his
of the
screws.
Strand here!
Not every pawn knows it's part of a game.
Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here!
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness sake.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you coming.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
No, really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out. Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby. Language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is. An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible. Finest view London has to offer. I could hardly imagine anything more macabre. The ladder is broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
per centimeter. Hey guys, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Remember to have a good day. https://www.youtube.com/channel/chnel/UCTBNQH9K67F097AIPWFXX GA/JOINI. If you would like to become a member of the channel, click the link above. Hey guys, if you wanna support the channel, you can now become members of the main Coming channel. You can also leave a super chat if you owe.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre. May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Could you help me?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
The ladder is broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
We're looking for a cactus needle in a haystack. A spine in a book stack? No, come on, Watson, think. I like bookshops. One of the few spots in London where you are shunned for making a racket.
The ladder is broken. Judging by the freshness of the wood.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
So, answers a dog now. Who's a good boy? So, answers a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight? Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight? Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
So, answers a dog now. Who's a good boy? Is this familiar to you?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
May I ask you something?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Help me, please.
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Red Dead Redemption.
That is Sherlock Holmes, my dude. Unless you're buying me to Red Dead Redemption, in which case I actually have to rebuy it at this point for some reason. Like the PlayStation account doesn't think I own Red Dead. It's good to have you in the chat, brother. Hope you're going well, man. I'm just trying to find the last clue.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight? Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Are you following specific diet?
Am I following specific diet? No, not me. No. No, I don't think I've ever followed a specific diet in my life. I mean, I'm picky eater, but I've never really been one for dieting myself.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily. I know, not very original. The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall. I should have worn something warmer. People don't tend to come out for flowers when it rains. Perhaps I should try selling door to door.
Missing something.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
If you are sensitive to some food, or it harms you, do you eat it?
I suppose I'm not really sure, because I'm not really... I suppose I don't really eat that many foods. Like, I only really eat, like... I suppose 10 or 11 different things. I suppose I wouldn't, in my experience, because I suppose my only real thing I could compare that with is like spicy food. It fucks with me. I hate it going down. Don't really like spicy food. Don't like the taste of it, so I just don't really mess with it. But I understand that a lot of people get the same bad effects, not just the taste, but a lot of people put up with the bad effects because they like the taste of the spiciness. So I suppose in a lot of cases, even just with spiciness, people will go through the pain for it. What am I looking for here?
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
I don't know, can't have you seen any?
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
The ladder is broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight? Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite, unless you touch their thorns.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something. Familiar spine. Is this what I found in my dustbin?
I get it, so I was meant to come over here all along.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so.
I have a funny body shape. I am kind of skinny, but I have a big belly, which is weird, and I am sensitive to a lot of food/drinks when I try. People around me don't like it for some reason, and they try to force me indirectly or directly to eat it. What do you think about this?
Well, I suppose when I was younger, I mean, I've always been a picky eater, so as younger people, you know, they always say, oh, you'll grow out of it, taste buds will change, you know, just fucking eat it. And honestly, you get to a point in life, and sometimes you're just a picky eater. I suppose you find the nicest possible way to tell people to get fucked, I suppose. I mean, just drive home the point that you like certain things you can't eat, certain things you can't drink, they make you feel sick, you don't like the taste of them, the texture of them, the feel of them, or whatever it is, and you're just not going to fucking do it. I mean, I'm sure you do that, but I mean, really just drive home the point one time. If people are like, no, you have to eat this, just, I don't fucking have to do anything, mate, and I'm fucking going to.
My condolences, Mrs. Fleming.
Mr. Holmes?
Your husband's death. You're clearly still in mourning.
Oh, no. I loved him more than anything, of course, but that was some time ago now. Life goes on.
A lesson we all learn, one way or another. I'll be off.
All right, thanks for the tip.
No worries, man. All good. You know what I mean? Occasionally you just, with shit like that, just really just gotta put your foot down, man, and just say, fuck it, I don't eat that shit, alright? I know, I'm not the kind to put my foot down normally, and it becomes difficult, but yeah, it's, sometimes just gotta fucking say no. It's not happening.
Didn't you once tell me that answers
Yeah,
usually
just
lie
way
in
of playing
plain
Sky,
sight?
shut up. I know.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus.
Alright then,
some spines
so I can only
be
do
able
it
to remove.
very few times in a
And the
day.
sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless. Though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
There you go. That's good, right? That cactus just fucking appeared there apparently, did it?
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I don't know anything about this, sorry. I don't know anything about this, sorry. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I'd follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting The flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh. I hope you're right.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course. But we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog. And most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy. So we'd see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached. But since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face. Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns. Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns.
Can I ask you a question?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Can I ask you a question?
Excuse me, what? I'm not sure I know.
Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns.
May I ask you something?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer.
But what can you do if you are alone or there are too fucking many? It's impossible.
I mean, I suppose because I was put my foot down from a young age, you know, it was pretty well known by the time I was, like, even 15 or 16, you know, well, fuck it, don't bother trying to get back to the field, not going to hate it, unless it was like 5 or 6, you know, things I knew I ate, so, I suppose the one thing I always tell myself is no one can control what I stick in my mouth unless they fucking fight it down my throat, and good chance doing that is basically the way I've always looked at it. So I suppose once you do initially put your foot down, people go, oh, then they'll be shocked, and then you could say, look, been thinking about it for a long time, I've asked someone's advice, and they basically said, put my foot down and tell people when they make me uncomfortable that's not fucking right, and they should fucking stop. And I'll eat whatever I fucking want, basically. You know, you're a grown-ass man, you can choose what you do, and that's what you need to relay to other people. Which I think you know that, it's just, I think when something like this gets affirmated, so you hear it out loud, you go, yeah, that's fucking right, that is what I should do, you know. Let people know to stop fucking with me.
Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight? Didn't you once tell me that answers usually lie in plain sight?
Tell me where the answers are. God damn it.
you satisfy my curiosity?
Excuse me, what? I'm not sure I know.
Hey, fucking ask you anything, you idiot.
Impressive stature, strong gaze. I think this man deserves a knighthood.
Really, Holmes? How can you be so sure?
On rare occasions, Watson, it can suffice to trust one's gut. Are you able to help me?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Fucking hell, you're all fucking useless.
Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns. Have a look at my flowers. They will not bite unless you touch their thorns.
There we go.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You placed flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer. I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
Alright then. I'm a Ruby. Alright.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus.
Oh, fuck me, sure, mate.
It was quite an awkward package, heavy too. And
What's
when
wrong
I
with
got
you,
to your
cunt? You got
door,
what,
I
your
dropped the
accent?
cactus in your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course.
There we go, see?
I do have a slight tendency to overthink things. Thank you.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper.
Yeah, so
I'm
give me a
investigating
fucking
a
paper.
string of burglaries. Did you
damn it.
perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
I
You
know,
had
I've
an
kicked
issue
it
of
on
The
floor
Strand here
7
all
times.
along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
I Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Oh shit, we got a trophy, bro. Let's go. Alright, so let's read this. Local Londoner had a rude awakening last night when lamp bangs a thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moscova had docked at Pier and 3 in the early evening en route to Europe when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. The port authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if any crew members were on board. At the time, a witness report seeing a salpeter, I don't know how to say that word, sorry, leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and the public, and maybe sometime before we have a full account of what transpired.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I
Let me
hope to
know
hear
if there's
good
any way I
news
can
about
make it
you
up
and
to you.
Mrs. Fleming.
tell you what, tomorrow's edition of The Strand is on me.
That's good of you, old chap.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No? Well, only
Yeah,
that
Dr.
you've got a remarkable
Watson.
faculty for deduction and pattern recognition.
Watson.
And that perhaps, if ill-applied...
I see things
What,
that
Dr.
are not
Watson?
there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared.
That sounds
I said I
fucked.
knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
That's what she said. Right, where are we going, bro? Are you gonna fucking lead the way or what?
This is funny. Your advice is better than doctors I used to go to.
You know, I think the reason being isn't so much because it's better, it's because I believe that doctors tend to always look for a clinical answer instead of a human approach. Whereas if someone just gives you a straight out honest answer and they're not coming from the area of being an expert, they'll generally try to come at the problem empathetically. So I try to give, you know, like a sort of a more accurate fucking what's the word? Recollection based on something I think I've been through that's similar, rather than trying to tell you psychosomatically why you might be going through something, because quite often when the doctor tells you that, it doesn't fucking help you at all. Well, you see, because your serotonin's out of balance, well, cheers, mate. You fucking genius.
Not much further now.
But yeah, I really do appreciate that. Sorry, I didn't mean to fucking go into a fucking idiotic rant of some kind. I do appreciate you saying that.
Because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart. Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day,
It's nice.
gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Yes, I shall be
Sergeant
certain to
Ruffles.
inform.
It's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Sergeant Ruffles, is it, Gov?
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick.
Oh, I see how it is.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course.
Old mate's
here
probably
and
an
there.
Indian or a
When life
Pakistani,
is
so
tough and opportunity comes
old
knocking,
mate's like, I
you
couldn't
can't
give a
blame
fuck
those
I'll be
who
Indian.
answer. Now, I must be off. Best of luck
Fucking
in your
piece of
search.
shit.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
That's a good
Captain,
mate. It's
perhaps
like the
Mr.
1800s or
Holmes'
some
time
shit.
is
All
better
copies of
spent
pieces of
learning
shit
about
back
your
here.
servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right.
I don't know why I looked at my hand
Fire
for an
away.
invisible watch, but when I said 1800s, like I would somehow be able to tell what time it is in the 1800s.
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign. A Maori.
Oh, he's a Maori.
All the way from New
Oh, shit.
Zealand.
He's from New Zealand,
Biggest
bro.
man you've ever seen.
He's got
And
some
as strong
tattoos.
as two.
He's a big fella.
Dark hair and fearsome tattoo.
I hope
He
he
doesn't
had
speak
his
a wit of
jingles on.
English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
Oh shit, bro. You lost your Kiwi.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
Where does he
May
live?
I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Yes,
Did
the
you search
shithole
the
in the
room?
garden.
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Ah, yes, of course it was. I'm gonna stop doing terrible accents. And you guys are gonna thank me for it, I could imagine.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He
Real
had all
deal's
he could
probably
have
annoying
wanted.
enough.
Gainful
Just getting an
employment,
article.
new clothes, and all the cabbage
I
he could eat.
I get it. You gave the cat lots of cabbage.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly.
Anyway,
The man
just,
seemed
I know some
terrified
follow
of the
people in
city.
chat. Hope
I
everyone's
think
having
it
a
was
great
all the
night. Hope
noise.
you're enjoying
He
the
never
story.
left this estate.
Make sure
Should
everyone's
he cause
flush for
any
life.
damage, I will bear the
And you,
responsibility. For it was I who rescued him from
Jump into the
savagery
chat
and
if you want to
brought him
join
to
in.
England
Everyone's
the first
welcome.
place.
All right,
Any
Captain.
topic.
I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Make sure they dropped in my complaint, old chum.
How many days can you stay without eating?
Well, it depends. When I was working, about 2.5, 3. But I suppose I never really had to at any other point in my life because I always had food. Except for when I was working in city with my mate. And I suppose you're better off. It's never advisable to have more than 1 day a week though where you don't actually eat and use it as a fasting day. It's relativistically healthy, depending on whether you get enough food in the rest of the days. But it doesn't. Enough doesn't necessarily mean variety. You know, if you're like me, you don't eat fuck all. I basically eat hot chips, nuggets, sausages, they're beef sausages, bread, Vegemite, margarine, other types of bread, pancakes. And types of chicken. That's basically it. That's literally it. And potatoes, multitudes of types of potatoes. So basically potatoes, sausages, chicken, and bread, white bread. Margarine, Vegemite, that's my whole diet. That's literally the entirety of it.
Why are you still here?
That's right, I meant to go to the old mate's servant shack.
And you cook them yourself?
Yeah, it's funny because I actually generally do most of the cooking around the house, except for right now. I've actually got family staying down at the moment, and they're doing a bunch of the cooking at the moment. But yeah, I'll cook everything. Well, my specialty is a chicken sizzle. But see, my dad has a little more variety, like steak, chops, those sorts of things. So when I do myself something like sausages or chicken sizzle, sometimes I'll do him a steak or something. But he really likes the chicken sizzle too. That's my specialty, is chicken schnitzel.
A scrap of Hessian.
But yeah, I'm not a bad cook really. I'm pretty rudimentary in my cooking skills itself, but I
These
could
were
whip up a new
sturdy
idea.
boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
through it.
The ashes are long since cold. Mutton chops, the remains of a meal. A heavy chemical odour. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan.
That's
That's an opioid, Mr.
An
Holmes.
opioid.
Got it.
He's doing the opium, brah. He's getting on the opium.
Clothes made of...
Some people don't eat fish for some reason. Are you one of them?
Oh no! Say, I forgot about fish. That's literally the last thing I ate. Fish. I eat fish, but I only eat it if it's battered and fried. But yeah, I definitely eat fish. Actually, I kind of eat pork too if it's well cooked and it's got a nice crackling around it. I'll eat pork as well. Oh, is this for smoking, brah?
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called.
Nah, he uses it as a pot, brah.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Hey guys, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Hey, what's your height and weight?
I'm 6'2", close to 6'3", and 120 kilos.
No air coming through it. No air coming through it. Is this a Tanifar, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills.
That's twice of me.
Yeah, it's funny, right? Because when I was a younger fella, I was actually a pretty skinny fella. Actually, I've had periods in my life because when I was real young, I was kind of real big, and then I
How
was.
much in cm?
How much in centimeters? Was it 100? What was it again? 190, I believe. Yeah, 190. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I was trying to remember. Sorry. Yeah, 190. Where is it? I'm concentrating on.
I am not really very skinny, but I am not heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here. No air coming through it.
Oh, I know what it wants to be doing. It wants to be go on the outside and have a look because there's no air coming through it. I think so. The bloody rag.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the
Oh,
chimney.
It's like the chimney.
I am very light but have this big belly.
Oh, yeah. Hmm. I suppose.
Is belly the right word?
Belly's like your tummy, so your stomach area. So I suppose, yeah, it would be, but I suppose the best way to, how would I say this? Yeah, that's it. The best way to regulate your stomach or your belly, I believe, would be just walk. I mean, as silly as it sounds, if you already walk everywhere, just walk a little bit more, and And if you are worried about your stomach growing and nothing else, then walking is the best exercise to do, because it really works everything, that and swimming. And so if you can do both of those things, and if you're worried about that growing, then just instead of try and change anything you eat, or try and change a single eating habit, literally cut down your eating proportions by 1/5 to 1/6. But from what you've said, you don't really need to like lose weight. You just need to fill out everywhere else, from the sounds of it. So if walking isn't achievable, believe it or not, one of the best exercises you can ever do at home is just get up, get down, get up, get down, get up, get down. And then another one, just legs straight out, legs straight back in. I don't know if you can see them, you know, so legs straight out, legs straight back in.
And my tummy is really hard faced with tears of joy.
But if you want to loosen it up, just like even sit-ups. So sit-ups, standing up and down, and literally just doing legs out and then back up. After a while, you'll really feel it in your stomach area, those 3 exercises. Even if you, for whatever reason, you can't.
I don't need to lose weight, I am already light.
Well, that's not what I mean. It's not about losing weight. So if you don't need to lose weight, you would continue to eat what you do, maybe even a little bit more, and then just literally just see if you can do it 100 times in a row. Just literally get up, get down, get up, get down, get up, and just like crunches. So you know what I mean? So just your legs up and then pull your head up a little bit. And it works all inside here, inside your stomach. Like you can't see it, so it works all in there. I've got a big gut too. So you put your legs up and just lift your head up to like your chest region. And those work like your stomach. See if I can get a better angle of what I'm doing.
I am okay with it, but some people don't like it. Face
Oh.
with head bandage, unamused face rolling on the floor.
Oh,
laughing.
good. That's no worries. I'm the same. I couldn't give a shit. Just, you know, if you ever do feel that you want to get rid of it, that's literally the simplest way. Just crunches and just standing up and down. Basically, something you can do from your bed.
Face with tears of joy rolling on the floor,
Mhm.
laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
No air coming through it.
I can't work this out.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Is this a Taniwha, a Maori water spirit, or something else? This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Here we go. I thought that was a clue. Just wouldn't let me pick it up for some reason.
A small Navy spyglass.
Hey guys, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already.
No air coming through it.
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape?
Fucking get away, you fucking idiot.
Looks like a knee print. A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots. Chewing tobacco. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Could have left these tracks. They seem fresh. This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
thought you were meant to be intelligent. Where on earth are you going with this?
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of
Elementary, my dear Watson.
It's elementary, my dear Watson. Classic.
Examine the
How you
garden.
going, Kano?
Where on earth are you going with this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Do you happen to know Kimahire's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous.
Yeah, that's what she
Not
said.
that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
How you going, Kano? Cheers for joining me, bruh.
Has Kimahire ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahire's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco. I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahire's?
Yes, I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Not too bad, my NGS1 recon vid getting some views.
Nice, dude, nice. Let's go. What are you up to,
Is this
brother?
spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahire's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Yes, Stenwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients.
If you find my man, I have a marvelous whiskey with your name on it.
May I ask you something? Sorry, sir. I can't help you. This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
This dreary rain is making a miserable day even worse.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it. rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
This disappearance is intriguing, though. I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Is this a Taniwha, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job.
This disappearance is intriguing, though. I cannot make head nor tail of it. This disappearance is intriguing, though. I cannot make head nor tail of it. This disappearance is intriguing, though. I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Is it full game?
Yeah, this is the full game, my dude. Thanks for joining the stream, buddy.
Stupid, Mr. Holmes. Stop loitering. Go and do your job.
Just trying to work out where these last couple of clues could be.
Hello from Ukraine, my brothers.
Thank you for joining me, man. I know you're probably having a bit of a tough time where you live, man, so I'm sorry to hear that. All love from Australia. Hope you enjoy the stream, brother. And, yeah, let's get into it, man. Hopefully I can find this last clue or two around here. Get to all this bit, then all the shit that's in here, really. No fucking way, you. Move out my way, you fucking clown.
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes?
What?
Stop loitering and go and do your job.
A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
I get it. Makes sense.
Hey guys, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already.